have not gotten a win since. They have 3 wins on the season. They all came in the first half. They went 3-1-3 in the first half.
Yikes. It's been a struggle for sure, and I don't know if it's going to change here. But as we talked about, VNX specifically rubs shoulders with the likes of, like Cyber and Gohan and Astro and Psycho and Nesk and Julio, the big names in Latin America being on Red Devils. So if he can show up the way that he has been showing up through this season, then that would, that would certainly be, I think, good enough for Red Devils right now to just win the match outright. So, if, for example, if we take his 116 kills and we divide that by 13, that's like an average of just about 9 kills per match through this season. So, every match.
Yep.
So, yeah, let's see if he can do it.
It's a little below Psycho.
A little bit.
But like
Psycho
12.
was at like 12, so...
Like, who does that? Who puts up double digits every single game? I think the only
Psycho, Nesk. I think those are the only 2.
I think the only person I can think of off the top of my head who's done that consistently is Laxing for Reciprocity, but even he's had a couple off games where he hasn't put up double digits.
If we're talking about other regions, there's a lot of other players, right? But in Latin America, I think it's like Psycho and Nesk, and that's anyway, here in this match right now, well, the bans are done. We've got Nomad, Echo, Glaz, and Mira taken out.
Pretty standard bans. I mean, there's actually not a lot to read into on those bans, man. I was trying, but...
The Glaz is kind of interesting for me on Consulate, but also not really at all. The Nomad makes this whole lot of sense on Consulate. It's one of her best maps for me, as she locks out those runouts, and this is a runout-heavy map. And the Echo is par for the course Latin America. Mira is par for the course globally. Either one. Globally, in the universe that is Siege. Oh, really? I mean, I know it doesn't matter, but more of this.
Hey, man, at least they banned Ops. At least they banned Ops, man.
I heard about that. Yeah, you were telling me about that. What happened?
So, Evil Geniuses and Rise, surprisingly, did not ban operators in their games on Monday.
Was it you said that Rise won that, or was it a draw?
No. So EG didn't ban any ops and lost 7-5 to EXG.
Oh, that's what it was.
Rise drew.
So those are different.
No. Dark Zero won. Dark Zero won against Rise 7-5 as well.
Good to know. Cool. I mean, that must have been a really fun play day for you. Did you have fun? Did you enjoy yourself?
Fun isn't the word I'd use, but you know what? We're also seeing something fun here.
Yeah, so here's some fun stuff. Abreu is going to be going for... okay, he's no longer going to be going for spawn peek with the Tachanka turret. He had a plan, and he gave up on it.
He thought about it. He's also got the GSH.
Which is a big boo from me.
Yeah.
I mean, so, okay, there's a lot of debate with the ammo pistols versus the damage pistols. Like...
The PMM.
Yeah, the 5.7 versus the... well, I don't know what it's actually called, but the 1911. A lot of, like, there's, for example, I use the 5.7. I don't know about you. 5.7. But I think that the PMM is so good with its high damage. It's like a sniper rifle pistol. It's so good. I don't know why you wouldn't use it. Anyway, preference.
Just a no.
He's playing Tachanka. Who really cares, right?
Basically, yeah.
He's got a Tachanka turret set up to hold on to Garage, but it's not a Garage take. It's actually going to be a top 4 take. They're going to start opening up those drop-downs at some point, I imagine, and Velvet's the first casualty of this match.
A pattern we've been seeing in Red Devils games as of late, in which, by the way, they have not won or drawn anything. They've gone 0-6 in the back half.
Really?
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's
why they're here.
Yeah, that's why they're here. A fall from grace, really, from 4 to 7.
Yeah, because their first half must have been really good. If that's really
3-1-3 in the first half.
3-1-3, and then they go 0-6. Jeez.
It's kind of sad. Zion's up top as the castle. Upstairs, the CEO looking down. He's actually in benches. There was fire from an attacker upstairs, and that was Spawns with the kill. Another flank coming down from midi as he pushes up yellow stairs to try and contest. It was FK1 to start things off onto Velvet. And if you're Red Devils, for the pattern is, if VNX is alive, there's hope. If VNX is not alive, there's not hope. So, keeping your Valkyrie alive at this point, and again, another all-star performer on Valkyrie in Latin America. Just pointing out the trends, and Abreu will be playing in behind the yellow pipe. Yellow pillar. His hatch is now going to start, or the wall behind his hatch is going to start getting opened up, as well as the garage wall. play here from Norden on the Hibana. Spawns will take down one of Midi, so now we're in deep, deep trouble.
Yeah, Mighty really needed to not get picked off there, and the fact that he did is going to put his last two defenders in a really bad spot. It's going to be just VNX, the best player on Red Devils statistically, to get an ace if he wants to win this. We just saw an ace in the previous match on Valkyrie. Can we see it a second time in a row? VNX has the one. He's looking for four. He's got information. Lots of marks coming out here. Goes for the pre-fire, but can't land the shots. Still good info here. C4 is going out to fake an entry by Security Hall, but the fake is not red. And the Hibana gives away her life, but doesn't get finished off. Revolts with the refrag though, and Pain will take the round.
If VNX is alive, there's hope. If he's not alive, there's not hope, and that was the story of that round right there.
He didn't look very in it though, if I'm being honest. The way that he was playing, it wasn't like. Maybe it's just because we're on the clutch high, coming off of watching PSK get an ace clutch just there at the end of that last match, and that was just such snappy gunplay from PSK. It was incredible. But what we were just witnessing there from VNX was kind of just floaty. It is what it felt like, is how I'd describe it. And that's the first round for Pain. We'll go to the top floor now.
That castle barricade on the double door for office hallway didn't help him.
Nah.
He had one avenue. That's why he had to use his nitro cell too. That's another tool you really want to have in a clutch scenario, is your nitro cell when you're on Valkyrie. Just the setup there for Red Devils, lackluster. A lot of investment in the roam. It didn't really work out that well.
It was a mistake there for sure, but I mean,
yeah.
I feel like we're overanalyzing a round with the Tachanka in it.
Again, it's the second time we've done that tonight. Yeah.
So I want this to be spread far and wide. A broadcast to all the teams that pick Tachanka. If and when you pick a Tachanka, we as casters are going to start treating that round for your team as a bit of a like, you don't care.
Yep.
You clearly are just like letting the round float away. Unless you use it in a serious way, unless you have some kind of strategy. Like, I am always looking, when I see a Tachanka brought, I am always looking for some kind of incredible turret positioning. Like, there's some crazy stuff you can do. Have you seen on Oregon basement defense where you put it in storage? You can hold the tower stairs. If you open up the wall, you know the wall you normally put a mirror window on facing towards tower stairs? If you open that wall instead, you put a shield between you and the wall, you put the turret by the shelf, you can see a little line on tower stairs, and you can deny tower stairs. There's no way for an attacker to fight tower stairs in that situation. It's crazy. It's actually, it can be useful. Why would you use it, right? Because that's stupid. But it can be useful. I'm always looking for stuff like that. But usually when a Tachanka gets brought, it's just, ha ha ha, we don't care, ha ha ha. And that's what we're going to treat it like when you bring Tachanka. So I'm not surprised that Red Devils lost that round.
No, not even remotely. And for Mighty here to push down the Visa stairs now to continue to contend. That's been the issue for Red Devils as well, as VNX, while he does have a lot of kills, and I mean a lot of kills, especially in comparison to his teammates, he's been put in a lot of 1vx situations or 2vx situations with a teammate that has ultimately not helped the situation much. He's had to be an individual performer because the rest of his team gets extremely aggressive and caught off guard. Speaking of caught off guard, in behind the vending machine, Spawn's almost losing his life to a counterpart SMG-11. But he'll collect a kill onto Abreu in behind that vending machine, and he'll start things off right once again on the side of Pain.
So this is just seeming like a complete sweep up right now for Pain. Kill after kill. Again, you know, at the beginning of the day, we might have been saying, oh yeah, Red Devils, this is disappointing to see from them. They've got so much on the line, but because they don't have anything on the line anymore, I guess there's no disappointment to be had. Oh, bad timing there from Velvet, and he's going to lose the fight to GCR. So 2 rounds in a row looks like for Pain, unless Red Devils are going to show us something. VNX just gets lit up. No damage dished out there from him. Might be able to land a headshot, who knows?
We're looking to be going in towards another 1v5, whichever way it goes. Norden is getting the plant down upstairs, and there goes VNX. So a 1v5 for Zion, the plant's going down, and this is all toiling into disaster for Zion. He makes it to the top of Visa stairs undetected, though, as everyone starts swirling around, and Norden will be the one to collect the kill. That is
perfect round right there.
Yeah, that's Red Devils with 1 kill through 2 rounds. Sorry, a kill and a down.
Killing it down, yeah.
Rounds.
We can count the down.
And by the way, they're only by VNX.
Yep.
Is that not the story of Red Devils this season?
Well, no, it really is. Statistically,
yeah.
If we take a step backwards, that is the story for Red Devils through this season. Because, yeah, VNX, the 8th highest rated player in Latin America, 8th. That's crazy. And the rest of his team aren't even anywhere near the top 10.
Yeah.
But that's just because the team hasn't been playing very well. Overall, the team has been playing very well. The amazing thing is the fact that VNX is breakout.
Yeah.
Like, he's all the way up there. He's above and beyond everyone else. But it doesn't matter, does it? I mean, an individual cannot uphold a team like that. You can't expect that to be consistent, and it's why, I'm guessing, the fact that we've seen Red Devils just kind of fall into nothingness at the end of this season. But I don't even, you know what, this is the crazy thing, is like, I'm just sitting here critiquing Red Devils right now, and Pain played even worse this season. 1 win, are you, what?
Hey, they might get number 2 right here.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be at all shocked if they get number 2 right here.
You know what that would be? That would be neat.
That'd be Neato Burrito.
Yeah.
Ultimately pointless because they're still going to get auto-relegated.
You know, if I'm Pain, though, at the same time, it's their last match in Pro League for this and the next season.
Put on a show.
They can't play for next season, yeah, so put on a show. You know, earn the respect that you do have. Because here's the truth. Here's the simple truth. Pain is a good team. Now, so is Red Devils. They have a lot of talent there, especially Red Devils with VNX, as we discussed. There's so much talent on these 10 players, but every single one of them will have to either face relegations or be auto-relegated. That's it. And it's sad. Really, it is. At the same time, though, that's how it works. You know, then that's how you get new talent into the pool. There's some good teams in Latin American Challenger League. There's good teams in all of the Challenger Leagues, and the one who comes first deserves to take that spot. So it's unfortunate for Pain. As you can see, they are a good team. They've been so dominant in this match, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Same admin take coming out from Pain. We had 1 garage defense and 1 top floor defense. Ooh, picked off from multiple angles. That'll be Velvet to collect the kill onto Spawns, and he's still playing in the same spot that his mute was last time around. Abreu as well will tag down onto GCR, so now we're looking pretty good.
It's a backpack.
That's a backpack FK1, but you know, Mighty's going to walk away with 100 HP on a 3 armor, so he's set, he's golden, and he knows that FK1 will be repelled in the spiral windows.
It was disappointing when you see that backpack. Not a hitbox. FK is going to get a kill onto VNX, though, and wow, okay, a little bit of a rally here from Pain as Norden takes out Mighty. And there's another one for Norden. Jeez, really fragging out here. And suddenly, it looks like Red Devils might have lost control of this round, though there is a perfect flank being set up by Velvet, and oh wow, how does Revolts win that? An impressive shot there, reactionary onto Velvet. It didn't even seem like Pain was aware, and FK is gonna get the last one to Abreu. So 2 for Abreu, 2 for Norden, or sorry, 2 for FK, 2 for Norden, and then that shot there at the end from the Ying, just wow. Impressive recovery from Pain, and that's 3 in a row. So
what started the dominoes, Michael? VNX died.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he wasn't the one getting kills in that round, to be fair, but
no.
At the same time...
It's just funny how the mantra holds true in every single round.
Yeah.
Is VNX alive? Yes, there's hope. No, there's no hope.
Well, I mean, he is the performer, but that also means that every single round that Red Devils are losing right now is because VNX is not getting the frags they normally get. So that's the problem with having one player that you put so much pressure onto.
Yeah.
And also the stats can be a little bit, you know... The stats can lie a little bit. Like, for example, VNX, yeah, he has 116 kills. That's the same amount of kills as Cyber. That's more than Bullet or Julio. And, you know, those are the people who share the closest positions with him on the scoreboard. Yeah, he has 116 kills. That's an average of about 9 per match. But at the same time, how many matches has his team won this season? Freaking 3, man.
Yep.
And then 1 draw. So... yeah, and 9 losses. So, okay, there you go. He's got 9 kills average per match, just about, and he's got 9 losses on his team. So, individual performance or no, and yeah, VNX is great. It's just not enough, and we can't expect it to be.
You also got to remember, so you're talking about 2 members there, Cyber and Julio, closest to him with lower kills than him.
Bullet's Julio's
Bullet?
just a little under there, yeah.
Those guys are 1 member of a whole team that is fragging. A whole team that's putting up numbers, and they have wins.
Yeah.
When you have 1 man on an island doing all the work, yeah, don't get me wrong, he's tying and getting close to the best names in Latin America in terms of rating, all of his performance. It's not just kills. But
It's teamwork, man.
He's a lone man.
Yeah.
The other guys on those lists, slightly below him, have a full team behind him.
Yeah, with NiP have 3 players in the top 10, and, well, they're not going to LAN. That's a sad day for them. Immortals, it's the same thing. They've got 3 members in the top 10. So it's, you know, Liquid has 2 members in the top 10, if you count Gohan, but some people wouldn't. He only played the first, you know, half.
Yeah,
so
different sample size.
Different sample size. But anyway, all this...
We're getting caught up again.
Yeah, we're getting caught up in this conversation. All this is kind of just a distraction from what's going on right now, which is that Pain are playing, I think, really well. Red Devils is going to get their first kill here in this round, and the first kill for the round as GCR goes down. With a little bit of aggression here from Zion. He's trying to take the fight onto the Zofia of FK1. He's going to do a lot of damage. And now that's it. That's all that'll happen. Spawns will shut down Zion, so... Good response here from Pain to get the answer back. You really got to hand it to them for not getting distracted. Mighty is going to eliminate Revolt, so it's a constant back and forth here, but finally Red Devils are starting to break away with the lead. And it's just Norden now in a 1 versus 4. Missing some crucial shots there onto the Jaeger Velvet. He does a little bit of damage, but there is a dock in play, so the heals are definitely a possibility. Norden has a very low capacity magazine to try and win 1 versus 4, though he does bring the Bearing 9. So it's possible this could still happen.
Yeah, he's pushing up long desk right now. He's got a cross coming out of bathroom, though. Velvet will fall. That was the low HP member, and he's still 100 HP right now. This is still well possible. Diffuser in hand as well, so he doesn't have to retreat to a portion of the map that could be safeguarded and locked down by another defender. He'll have Mighty to contend with inside of the circle desk lobby right now as Norden pushes his way down yellow stairs, bearing 9 in hand as opposed to the Type 89. He's looking for close range engagements, but looking off in the distance with that Type, or sorry, with the bearing now. Pushing all the way to the base of the yellow stairs. He's got one in behind Black Car right now. That's Breo on the mute. He'll peek up. Lands some crucial shots, but not the finishing blow. And whiffing some more shots. Breo 3 peeks, only a couple successful shots. 4 peeks, he can't land the shots. Finally, 5th time is the charm for Breo. And Red Devils will get 1 round on the board. Is it in vain, or do we have a chance here?
I don't know. It's possible Red Devils start to bring it back here. Anything could happen. Okay, so that last round, no Thermite brought, or so it seemed. I don't remember Thermite, and it wasn't a attack onto the main garage anyway, so... Confusing round indeed for Pain. They tried to clear out the roamers, they failed.
Yeah.
And then after they failed on that, they really didn't have anything else going for them. That was it. That's the story of the round. Good roaming from Red Devils. Congratulations to them.
It worked out for them that time around. You know, we talked about the first garage defense where the roam was just unsuccessful to every degree. Really just got clamped down on by Pain immediately. It was a flurry of 3 kills in the first minute, and it kind of just kept spiraling from there. That time around for Red Devils, like you said, good response, good roam. Congrats to them on that round. Let's see if they can turn that into some success, though, and some momentum. And that's been another issue for Red Devils, is they can get around. And they actually look like they're competing inside that round, but they haven't been able to transition that into momentum or continued success in any of these matches in the back half.
Yeah, and if given that trend, if it's present here in this match, then I don't know, Pain are playing way better than they usually do. We could say that for sure. Pain are also playing as a bit more of a unit than we've been seeing Red Devils play. Overall, they're more together, more cohesiveness on cohesion rather on their team. I don't know. The setup for Red Devils is really weird. The way that they open up the entire connector wall. It means it's impossible to play in connector if anyone's pressuring from your B window. It also means that if anybody's repelling on connector window, then they can see all of B. So like you basically are countering both of those positions, which that means you have no presence on B, and you have to rely on C4 from below and other means to deny the plant. They also reinforce. That is so confusing. Okay, let's just take a second to acknowledge the fact that Red Devils are reinforcing all of yellow wall, and then they're opening up all of connector wall. That means that 2 things. They can't deny the repel in from yellow, and they can't deny the repel in from connector, which means they can't deny the repel in. Because challenging from bathroom, big desk, or long desk is like next to suicide, because if anyone's repelling there on the attack holding the angle, you're dead. Velvet's going to take down GCR. And this admin hold is working out very well for Red Devils right now as Pain are struggling to get control. But yeah, I just wanted to point out that strategy that Red Devils are doing on their B setup is terrible. And I imagine that if Pain were to adjust just a little bit to try and, you know, take B maybe, we'd see some better results for their take because they keep getting stumped on an admin take. This run out here from Zion is a perfect example of that. The setup for admin is, well constructed seemingly to deal with Pain from Red Devils. Now they've gained themselves a two-man advantage. This is well conducted from Red Devils for sure.
Yeah, lack of adaptation here from Pain. If you see this hard side of an admin hold, you see the amount of utility and man personnel that have been placed inside of admin to stall this out. You're midway through the round right now, and you've lost your Finka and you've lost your Zofia. You better lose your Hibana on the repel in. The pre-fire, oh my, dear lord, mighty. Velvet will at least trade it out. So diffuser control still surrendered. It's another questionable decision. Pushing solo into admin on a repel against two members with diffuser. Spawns, though, will take down Zion. So even with that, I guess, sacrificial throw of a play, they're still within arm's reach of this round. You got VNX at the top of Visa stairs, and you've got Velvet not far off, still playing inside of admin. Triggering the Elamine at the top of Spiral Stairs will be Spawns as he tries to push him, but he'll scurry on back to the top of Spiral Stairs to safety. Revolt setting a Legion Mine inside of Visa will give away his location. It's not going so hot here for Pain as they try to work their way out of a jam.
Spawn's waiting patiently for somebody to peek him. It's not going to happen, though. Red Devils really want this win, and they are playing passively and then some. They have the diffuser in hand at admin. They know they don't need to go for pushes or frags or anything with the man advantage as well. Spawns will have to enter into a crossfire to get up from those stairs, and he'll die to Velvet as he attempts to do so. Another Gujmat here, this time onto Revolts, and he will lose the fight to Brew. Easy round there for Red Devils after they logged out admin office, and there was no rotation from Pain Gaming.
So, Red Devils put two together, something we haven't seen in a while from the entire team. So for them, hey, good bounce back there. Actually picking up some momentum.
This is such a weird matchup.
So weird.
Because it's
so hard to read.
It's really hard to read, and there's a lot of confusing stuff going on. It reminds me a lot about like the first match we watched today, BD versus Ints. Two really confusing matches today. Liquid versus Nip was a lot more succinct, measured, you know, it made sense. Nip played poorly, sure, but Liquid played amazingly well, and everything was just in line with what you would expect. It was good.
Yep.
You know. Right now, what we're witnessing is a little bit confusing. Again, for example, that B setup. The way that's set up is basically the defenders are relying on. So the way I explained it was a little bit maybe unfair to defenders. Basically, they're relying on just taking the fight straight up and winning it, which is not something you can gamble on with Repel. The whole reason that you have cover in that site is that, you know, winning a fight against a repelling attacker is a difficult thing to do. They have the advantage of movement because they're, you know, it's really hard to hit that shot. But it's something you can do. What we haven't seen though from Pain so far when attacking top floor is a B site take. And so we haven't been able to see that strategy that Red Devils are using fall apart for them yet, because Pain hasn't pressured B. They've been continuously clearing an admin office. And I think that's something Red Devils picked up on. So you got to give props to Red Devils. They realized, hey, Pain clear admin office every single round. Let's play an admin office. And it worked out for Red Devils there. So good for them. We're going to mid-4 now. Yeah.
We are.
Yep.
And for Red Devils here, you're trying to equalize. You know, you drop 3 in a row in a spectacular fashion, honestly, to start the first half. But rallying back now are Red Devils.
Is it another admin office take again? Because it seems that way. Zion's going to get spawns downstairs, but I think we might, yep. This is another admin office. Pain's strategy through this match has been take admin office.
Yeah. Getting past that part has been an issue. Even in the rounds they won, it was, did we get admin? Yes. Okay, we won. Even
sometimes getting admin has been difficult for Pain too.
Yeah.
Like that last round, for example.
Yeah, and earlier on, Red Devils were contending in really weird positions, like just poor positions to win a gunfight. Last time they actually like stacked up on the windows, played safe in the corners, weren't challenging when it wasn't necessary. A trade here. Zabreo will get one with the Nitro, and ooh, GCR with 2. FK1 traded out on the A balcony though by Mighty. So Diffuser lost now from this Nitro cell outside a copy hallway. This will be GCR pushing up to take down the default camera. He's still got an evil eye to contend with, but it's Revolts and GCR. Suddenly in a 2v3. Seeing a lot of these. Very quick kills in the early portion of the round. There's a death in momentum at that point, and then it picks up in the last minute.
Yep. GCR is the star right now. He's going to have to get a few more kills if he wants to really be the the one man to rule them all. Getting the ace would be cool. He's still got his teammate though, and Revolts has got a lot more HP. And there goes GCR. What did he not do there? He didn't drone out top floor, and VNX got a kill because of it. He's going to get another one, so it seems. Revolts gets lit up, but wins the fight. VNX, a little bit of a misstep there, missing a lot of shots, and now it's a 1 versus 2. But against 2 3 armors with only half of your HP as a 3-speed, that's a really decided disadvantage. He's only got 40 seconds to work with, but honestly, with the amount of utility that Revolts has, that might be plenty of time. Is he going to go for a drop here? He's been called out. And now both of the 2 defenders are looking at his position. He will continue to push Spiral out. This is ballsy from Revolts. But he's going for it anyway. He's got 2 smoke bolts, 2 asphyxiating bolts. There's a lot he can do here with this utility. He's going to start pushing it out now, doing his best. No smokes, just the fire. Zion in a great position here by Flag, and he will go unchecked. Red Devils win the round. It's 3-3, 3 in a row for both teams in the first half.
Well, this is probably the best response in a game we've seen from Red Devils in the second half.
True.
This, I don't think is the most amount of rounds they've gotten in a game. I don't know the scores off the top of my head. It's got to be up there, though. Red Devils have had a bad time.
I don't know what that means. Audio and drone something. Oh, it looks like we've... Oh, so a bug... Oh, obviously, I'm guessing that means bug.
Probably?
Yeah. I don't know how to pronounce it properly, though.
No clue. Looks like we need a rehost, though.
So some kind of audio bug with the drone happens.
It does. It does happen. So
Q.
that's the halfway point of the game on Consulate. And for both of these teams, it's a tale of 3 rounds for each of them.
Yeah.
It's first 3 rounds for Pain, and then
3 for
not
Red
able
Devils.
to adapt to what Red Devils were bringing in the second half of that first half.
I think it was more that Red Devils did adapt. Like Pain weren't the ones who were like Pain couldn't adapt, as you say. But I think it was more that like I didn't expect either of these teams to be adapting. Is what I'm saying.
True.
And then Red Devils, they did. So it all started with holding on to Abin Office in my mind. That was a really big thing. That was the second round that Red Devils managed to win. But after they held on to Abin Office, it seemed like Pain just kind of started to fall apart. That last round didn't really feel like Pain was really in it. I know it came a little bit closer, 2 versus 1 at the end, but honestly, I feel like Red Devils had control through the whole thing. That basement defense also was pretty substantial. The fact that Pain couldn't clear out Red Devils roamers on the top floor of a basement defense, bad. Also, no thermite for the basement, and they couldn't have predicted it based on the site rotation because at that point the defenders hadn't won any sites.
Yeah.
But at the same time, that's why you bring thermite just in case. And after your enemy has lost top floor twice in a row, you might expect it at that point. And even if you're not going to be thermite, the first round, what did Pain do? They stuck their Habana on garage wall, and they started opening it up.
Yep.
So why not do that again? There's a lot of questions there for me on the side of Pain. They made a lot of questionable, really, really weird decisions. They also, like, for example, on top floor, Pain never attacked through B. If I don't remember them doing that. They won 2 top floor attacks, but they never attacked B, which was a giant hole in the defense in the way that it was being set up. So overall, that first half was just all over the place for both teams, and I'm very curious to see how the second half is going to go. That's for sure.
Yeah, the second half is a bit of a mystery here. It's either an opportunity for Pain to reset and get back into the swing of things that they were in the first 3 rounds, or it's a chance, even with a rehost, you still have a chance here for Red Devils to try and continue that momentum that they had leading into the break. I mean, you get 3 in a row. For a team like Red Devils that have not gotten basically any success in any situation in any game for the last 6 weeks, hey, it's something. It's something. Even if it's something as small as getting a couple rounds in a row, it's something for them. It could rejuvenate. I used that word earlier, and I liked it. It could breathe some life back into this team to at least bring them to the form they looked like in the first half. Because, I mean, they were contending. They were in 4th place heading into the break. Halfway through the season, they were in 4th place. They were above FaZe.
It seemed like, who are now going to LAM. It seemed like the first half that Red Devils were a team to be reckoned with. Right?
Yep.
They were a serious force in Latin America, and Well, now they're getting relegated. They're not getting auto-relegated. Sweat off the brow. Their opponents are, though.
Yeah.
Pain are. But they're definitely not going to be able to get out of that hole. So that's very disappointing. So we've just been told, actually, that apparently Pain Gaming, through this season, has won a whopping total of 45 rounds. 45 rounds.
Divide that by 13.
Jeez. That's just...
15 would be an even 3
that's
rounds per game. So a little like...
They're on their average right now.
3.5, 4.
They're just about on their average.
Yep.
Yeah. That's...
You're averaging like 3 rounds a game. That's tough.
45 rounds, 1 match win, 3 draws, 9 losses. That's the story of Pain Gaming right now. Whereas versus with Red Devils, it was 3 wins, 1 draw, 9 losses. So it's tricky
for Red Devils as well. I mean, how? I don't know. I don't want to say that actually, because that seemed like it was going to be way too toxic. Because the goal here is...
Was it toxic, or are you talking about facts? Because if you're talking about statistics, raw facts, then it's not toxic. You're pointing that out. It's just how it is. What were you going to say?
How are you going to let the 8th seed that's going to get auto-relegated roll over you?
Oh, well, I mean, it's not done yet.
It's not done,
It's
but those
3-3.
first 3 rounds, like, I'm glad Red Devils woke up. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I concur. I agree with you, 100%.
If you're Red Devils, right?
Yeah.
You looked decent in the first half. Things have clearly fallen off a cliff. But you're still ahead of this team in the standings. You've had a much better season than them statistically.
Yeah.
The back half, not so much. But overall, I mean, you're playing a team that's in 8th place, who were guaranteed last week they were going to get auto-relegated. You really going to let them roll over you? So I'm glad they woke up and responded with 3 of their own, because it was looking bad in those first 3 rounds.
Yeah, it certainly was. So, basement. We'll be going downstairs here for the first round of the second half from Pain. Now, usually it's the top floor to begin things on Consulate, but bottom floor will work just fine. Oh, wow. High five, Red Devils. High five.
I got you.
Flynn's got you for the high five there, Red Devils. But look at that. They brought a Thermite and a Thatcher. They didn't just, in case, bring a Thermite. They brought a Thermite and the rest of the kit necessary to open up that garage without any contention from the defenders possible. Not that there's no Mute, there's no Bandit, there's no Kaid being brought by Pain. But hey, if they had, then, well, a Thermite has a Thatcher.
So in our first game today, which was Black Dragons against Ints, that was the game on Oregon that ended in a draw 6-6. We saw a game where it looked like neither team had done any prep work heading into the game. Does it not look like Red Devils have actually like prepped for this game? Like they've read, either it's on the fly that Pain only pushed through admin, no matter what on Consulate, which again is a rare map for Latin America, right? So I don't know, it looks like Pain heading into, or sorry, it looks like Red Devils heading into their last game of the season have actually really prepped for this game.
It does seem that way, yeah. I mean, they should have, right? Because they could have
made it out, yeah.
If it weren't for Ints drawing Black Dragons, if Ints had lost to BD, then it would have been possible for Red Devils to dig themselves out of the hole. So I imagine, yeah, they really prepped for this match. Mighty's going to take down DCR and another one on the FK. So, wow, speaking of Red Devils being ready, they're going to take down 2 on the roam upstairs. By the way, just to give you a little bit of context for what we were talking about with the rounds 1, you know, with what was it, 35 for Pain?
45.
45 for Pain, yeah. That's half of what Immortals, the currently top-ranked team in Latin America, got. So just to give you a little bit of context. Zion's going to take down Spawns. That's a really good kill there for Red Devils. Again, they managed to get up 3 men early in this round. There's still a minute 40, and the garage is just now getting opened up, but Pain are already out of it.
Yeah, it's Revolt and Norden right now to work their way out of a jam. You got 2 members who are pretty low on HP, but the Finka boost will put them back up. Norden in behind on the white pillar. Oh no, misses crucial shots. Abreu lands them. Zion will take down the last remaining member of Pain, the lone survivor of Revolts. Won't survive much longer inside of the office. It's 4 in a row for Red Devils.
And that's a perfect round.
It is.
So, okay, remember we were talking about getting rolled all over?
Exactly.
Now it seems like the momentum has shifted. Man, this is a wackadoodle match. A wackadoodle day, and what an end to Latin America. And we're not even done yet. The other crazy thing, though, is unfortunately, because Ninjas of Pajamas lost to Liquid.
The last game doesn't matter as much.
Yeah, well, it does matter.
Just not as
much, right? Yeah. So what was gonna happen for today? And I think what most people were hyped for was Nip would be Liquid, right?
Yep.
And then because Liquid's got a sub, and Liquid's been playing poorly lately, and Nip are they've got so many good players, and a lot of them are in the top 10 overall for Latin America. So that's what we thought. Nip would win. We go into the last match, it'd be FaZe Immortals, and then whoever won that would go to LAN, and that was going to be the story, right? And then if it was a draw, FaZe wouldn't go to LAN, because then, Nip and Immortals would, go to LAN because tiebreaker. Anyway, but because Nip lost to Liquid, and that means that FaZe and Immortals just playing for seeding, and then this match right here, because Ince and BD drew, this match doesn't really mean anything. So these last two matches here, this match pure and simple doesn't mean a thing, right? Pain versus Red Devils, no. Nothing's going to change no matter what. But FaZe versus Immortals is just for the seeding going into LAN. That still does mean a lot, but yeah, this one right here is just, it's sad because in a part we're seeing Red Devils play really well. Mm-hmm. And I gotta hand it to them. They are doing a bang-up job. I feel like they did, like you said, I think you're right, is that Red Devils really prepped for this match.
Yeah.
And it's showing, but too little too late, I suppose. They left it in someone else's hands, and that other person happened to be, or that other team rather, happened to be Ince. They drew, and there's nothing else to say.
Yeah, and I guess, obviously teams prep for games all the time, Why are you bringing that up, Flynn?
Well, that's true,
Consulate is a weird map for Latin America. It's, I think, the 3rd least played map in Latin America, so it's not that far out there, but it's not often played. Yeah. So to find enough tape on Pain on the attacking side, and honestly, again, on the defensive side here, completely reading them with the hard breach selection, like you said, you've probably watched over more than one VOD on Consulate. You've probably found things in the depth. Zion will collect a kill onto GCR as well, so it's continuing the run. That's outside Visa window. Common rotation, but yet again, it seems like Pain, like we noted earlier on as well, for refusing to adapt on the attacking side, refusing to adapt from strategies. At this point, you got to know you're red. You got to know your playbook is wide open for Red Devils right now. You got to start switching things up, and it doesn't look like they're making any alterations.
Well, if they do know them, then they don't have any other things that they could bring.
Yeah.
Because you're right, they aren't altering their strategy very much. I mean, they're going down to the basement for 2 rounds in a row. You can see the Pulse FK1 roaming here, and it's going to be Velvet to try and drone him out. Ooh, misses an opportunity there because he decides to get on drone. But better safe than sorry. He now knows for a fact there is a Pulse roaming inside of server. It's good information to have. That Pulse could do a lot of damage from below. You can see Pain still has decent anchor power, as they've only lost 1 player on the roam. But it's still not full control here for Pain. This vertical pressure is going to start mounting, and it's going to start meaning a lot more as this round starts to play out. You can hear the Buck opening up from above, and Mighty, the Buck, is going to take down spawns. So good control here from Red Devils. They're also opening up the garage. It looks dire for Pain.
Yeah, at least you got 3 members left alive. You still have FK1 on the Pulse, who's down inside of the Visa hallway, right below the Visa stairs. The smokes will come out now from Zion as they'll be dumped in. Toxic Babes in counteraction, and Norden will take down Zion with a shotgun point-blank range. So we got Revolts looking up through those kill holes. Norden spotting a drone, but mid-vault. The Bray will cut him down, and now going for a plant in behind White Van. Cancels the plant, and now FK1 in reaction to pressure from Yellow Stairs. Won't land any shots, but no shots will be landed on him either. FK1 will take down Velvet in response now. The plant's still going down and no one to stop it. Beautiful shot there from Revolts on the flick, but not a headshot. Now pressing right up against the White Van, taking fire from VNX outside on the Twitch. The diffuser in plain view of this breach hole. Mighty will take down Revolts, so it's just FK1 trapped in a corner like a rat in a cage, and he's being bared down on him from every single angle. Mighty will clean it up from the ledge. It's Red Devils, 5 in a row. 2 rounds away from the win.
Hey, they might get it. And if Red Devils does in fact win this match, that would put them at 13 points, and they would be then point tied with Ince, but as we've discussed, Ince have the tiebreak. So, anyway, That last round was really cool. I like the way that Red Devils cleared out the roamers very efficiently. They didn't lose a single man. They, in fact, got a kill clearing out those roamers. That was GCR. Once the roamers had been cleared or pushed downstairs, they effectively and efficiently used their soft destruction to open up from above, not only getting picks, but forcing the defenders into odd angles. You saw at the end there, the last two defenders, where are they? Kitchen. Why? Because they don't have a choice. They're stuck there. And that's because of the excellent job that we saw from Mighty opening up from above. Following that, we saw some rotations from Pain. Some players in positions there, they got picked off really easily, like, for example, Pipes, because they made bad decisions. Why are you vaulting from Pipes to Big Garage? You know, the garage is open. You trying to die? Well, you did. So, some curious decisions being made from Pain, that's for sure. Overall, just a good setup from Red Devils on that attack. Not a lot of contention at all from Pain. That's it. That's the story. And we go to the top floor. As Pain are clearly, and I think painfully, see what I did there, aware that they cannot win the basement.
I thought we got rid of Gasson.
Wow.
Or Devin, either one.
I don't know if it's more insulting to me or Gasson. Like, what are you trying to do here? Or Devin now, for that matter, that you're roping Devin into this?
I'm bringing everyone down with me. I'm the Titanic and everyone's sinking.
Oh, now who's the jokester?
Exactly.
All right, so Pain now setting up top floor. They're going to be holding on to yellow stairs. You can tell because they made a rotation in bathroom. So, bathroom rotation, that means they're going to want to contest the B windows using yellow stairs. It's a powerful position. We've seen it done by a lot of teams. Usually all you're going to want to do is set a smoke on those stairs to try and hold it. And that's exactly what's going on. He can do a lot from that spot. I like this setup here from Pain. It's definitely better than the setup we were seeing from Red Devils when they were holding the top floor.
Yeah.
But, like Pain, Red Devils don't seem to want to attack from B. So.
No, and for this year, you've burnt a minute, which isn't the end of the world. It's a lot of time to spend with zero progression, but at least you have set up towards the A balcony to cut off rotations should anyone from Pain attempt to retreat out of this admin hold. You've also got GCR set up by a door, so easy evacuation again for him, placed right beside the ADS. It'll be a Valkyrie camera outside that Revolts will be utilizing. Spot Abreu heading over to the B windows. What a shot there from Spawns. VNX ripping down the front door with that F2. Able to connect for 40 HP. But Spawns in the headshot with that MPX. Wonderful work there from him, and now Mighty, though, will trade that out downstairs. The Spawns will fall. There's that trade. And there goes your Nitro Cell in your play from below. You've also got Velvet pushing in on the Finka as well. So a duo tandem with 4 frag grenades downstairs to push. The frag grenade exploding prematurely, but you still have the skeleton key to do some remodeling. Now I got 70 seconds ticking away on the clock. Zion holding for rotates. And you've got Norden right now, the top of yellow stairs with the shotgun in hand, pushing down. GCR will collect the kill onto Mighty as well, so there goes the Toxic Bay, but Zion on the trade, holding the flank from A balcony, will drop FK1. It's just under a minute remaining now. Pain in a good spot to hold. The only problem is your rotations are constantly being cut off from these myriad of angles. And GCR, sorry, that wasn't GCR, that was Norden. It was, nope. We're going to do the full cycle. It was Revolts trying to push back into A.
Third time's a charm, man.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. First try. All right, Red Devil's going for a balcony now, it seems. A little bit of an adjustment here, I guess. Double stacking on that balcony. Bolt's coming out here to cover. There's no one from Pain to contest the actual site. GCR's not going to check the site. He still thinks someone's on the balcony, and he's not going to get... Well, he will get a kill, but he won't get the player in sight. That'll be his teammate to finish him off. But Velvet and Sion get their own kills. It's a 1v1, and Revolts wins it out because Velvet doesn't check Big Desk. What a mess there inside of Projector, but it ends up going the way of the defense by default because they had the better positions. That was really messy.
It was.
But it's Pain breaking the streak, so.
Yeah, and honestly, if Spawns doesn't get that first pick onto VNX, I think that goes entirely different.
Yep.
You've got the 3-man push downstairs. If anyone from Pain tried to push down, you already grabbed that first kill to get your momentum. And at that point, you start to panic if you're on Pain.
Yeah.
Because all your rotates are cut. You can't actively rotate back into an objective or out of an objective from a safe position. You're kind of in danger territory at that point, because that skeleton key can do a seemingly unlimited amount of remodeling downstairs and force you into a flank hold. So Good position there from Spawns, honestly, and a great shot. But this will push us back downstairs for Pain on the defense.
Which they haven't managed to win yet.
No, it's been a rough go downstairs inside of the garage. You're looking to equalize here, which would again guarantee we go the maximum distance on Consulate as we did on Oregon. In our first matchup today between Black Dragons and Ints.
Which also happens to be the match that sealed the fate of Red Devils.
Yeah.
So,
A lot of poetic justice there, I guess.
yeah, I guess. I don't know. It depends on how you look at it. But, yeah.
It's been a closer game than it looked like it was going to be in the first 3 rounds. It looked like Pain was going to walk away with this handedly.
And then it looked like we were going to see Red Devils walk away with it handedly when they got, 5 in a row.
Hey, that round came down to a 1v1 with a decent amount of time left. Just Velvet looking the wrong way.
You think that's not Pain pumping the brakes at all right there? You think it's just a hiccup?
I think it's just a hiccup.
It might just be.
I think Red Devils is they still got the momentum, and it feels like they have the better counter strategies right now.
Yeah, I was about to say their strategy when attacking, by they I mean Red Devils' strategy while attacking the basement is so good compared to what Pain are trying to respond to it with.
Yeah.
Like Pain right now, look at them, they're really running 1 roamer. This time it's GCR again. He's on Legion instead of Jaeger. So a little bit of a change there. But 1 roamer. Last time he got picked off here. Well, every time he kept getting picked off while defending the site. There's another roamer actually by Visa, so there's some support going on here, and it's well, actually no, this is a full roamer setup now in piano. I'm just all over the place here. The vertical play though on the top floor, non-existent now for Pain, which is a little bit of a change. They didn't lose anyone on top 4.
So for Spawns here, what's the play? He's looking up at this hatch that is not open. He could utilize a Nitrocell to open it.
He could usually, like I've seen people play underneath that drop and like C4 people in Visa.
Yeah.
But with the hatch not open, that's not possible. Like because the angle's not there. Even if let's say you open some of it with the deagle, your C4 is going to land on the little soft wall by Visa. I don't know if you can make it to the door.
Seemed like he was very intent on the hatch. Don't know why. But it looks like this roaming presence inside of the main floor bathroom has also been taken care of quite swiftly here, but time has been chewed away, and we're not at a 5v5 anymore. That's a poor peek there from GCR, and Pain drop a first member for what seems like every single round this game, barring the first 3.
GCR statistically the highest rated player on his team, right next to Spawns, second, and actually right underneath him on the leaderboard. And an interesting peek from both of them. That's the 2 top fraggers for Pain gone. Good job to Red Devils. They didn't lose a single man, just 50 HP on Mighty.
We're going to wrap things up with a nice little bow as Norden will fall now at the hands of the pair of 308. A drone will spot FK1 and have to retreat to Revolt's position inside of Kitchen. It's a logjam here for the last 2 remaining defenders on Pain Gaming, and turning away at the last dying second and awaiting the TCSG-12 shotgun. Mighty will take down Revolts and chewing right through yet another one. It's the Buck, it's the C8, it's Red Devils on match point. 6 out of the last 7 rounds. Math is hard.
Wait, hang on a second.
I actually
they won 5 in a row, and then they lost 1, and then they won the 6th on the 7th. So hang on. You're right. Just confirming that. I'm worse at math than you. See? It's okay. Cafeteria. It's gonna be basement. Again.
For Pain.
Just go mid, man.
Just go lobby. Go Teller's Archives, for the love of God.
Yeah, go to the offsite or go mid. That's what I would be doing right now.
Yeah.
You just anywhere but basement, because you know what? Let me see. Hang on. You've gone to basement, I think,
3.
4 times if you count this one. 3 if you don't.
Yep.
And you've lost it, 3 times.
Hey, I may be bad at math, but that sounds right to me.
Yeah.
That also doesn't sound good for Pain.
No, it sounds really bad.
Since the rehost, which was at the half, by the way.
Yeah, so
rehost was 6 rounds in. Mighty's got 9 kills.
Mighty's been
all of Pain have what? 4, 3? They have 7.
Yeah.
Oh, talk about turning the tides. Red Devils on one. And we talk about VNX a lot, obviously, because of his rating.
Well, overall, so overall for the season, VNX is the highest rated player in this match by far and away, like by a country mile. Almost every single player in this match is either at around the middle on the overall leaderboards or towards the bottom. But VNX is like top. He's the 8th highest in the entire region. So that by itself is impressive. but he hasn't really been the one fragging here.
Mighty's having one.
Yeah, Mighty's having one, and honestly, you know, so is Spawn. Spawn's been doing some pretty good stuff for his team. Spawns and GCR are the highest rated players on Pain right now, so that's not terribly surprising. But yeah, I don't know. This decision-making process when it comes to the site selection for Pain has been like their downfall. And their lack of it's their lack of adaptation, not only in the site they go to, but also the strategies they bring.
Well, you can see they're running this mid-floor setup again, and last time around, it wasn't the mid-floor setup that lost you the round. It was the aggressive peaks when everyone retreated.
Yeah.
It killed so much time. You know, there was a minute 15 left on the clock when finally Red Devils converted to site execute. The peaks are what got you.
Yeah, GCR died because he peeked someone who dropped. He heard the drop, and he's like, oh, I have to peek that. And then Spawns died because he was roaming by server and got pinched. Yeah. And then it was a 5 versus 3, and it was pretty much over. It was too much control for Red Devils. They used their soft destruction and their manpower advantage to pretty much strangle the last 3 anchors, and that was all she wrote. This time it's going to be Pain who get the very first frag though, so this is a good start for Pain. Obviously, this is the exact opposite of what's been happening most of these rounds. And if they can, some narrow misses there from VNX. He came close, but no cigar. No. If we can see Pain avoid giving away more picks and get their own, as we just witnessed, this could be their round. We could go to a draw. It's very, very possible.
It require Pain to grab 2 in a row when they've been pretty unsuccessful lately. GCR's The Smoke is all the way upstairs. Can't really complain because he's been doing okay with it so far and hasn't died upstairs in the bathroom.
But it's a curious decision.
Utility would be better placed on site. There also hasn't been a peel back from Pain, as they don't feel the need to, so it could be a retake scenario here for the defense should the anchors fall. Red Devils, though, not even within the same zip code of taking the site. Brea will take 1 onto FK1 inside a circle desk. Now Velvet pushing down the office hallway. There goes another one on Norton to fall. 2 men on site now as one has returned. Revolts inside of the kitchen and one by Black Car. Shots ring out but won't collect the lethal kill. Now you've got Velvet taking fire from a myriad of angles. 1 behind him and 2 in front of him. The pre-fires to the soft wall. Nearly enough. Abreu takes down another one. It's a volley from Red Devils as they want to lock it out. Lots of shots, but none of them landing. Inside of the CCTV hallway now, and another one down. Revolts. It's all VNX now, pushing Red Devils to the brink. And there we go. Over the ledge they will go. It's Red Devils to lock it out. 7-4. What a weird game to end the season for Pain.
How did they win that?
For Red Devils, dude,
Well, a brew in the right place at the right time. He just got kill after kill after kill. But the rest of it is just so confusing.
That is such a weird game to try and read.
It's the same thing as the first match. Remember the first match? Where it's just you're watching it, you're trying to shoutcast it, and you're like, what?
What's happening?
Yeah.